Welcome to the Jill on Money Call of the Week. Remember, you've got 2 chances every week to get on the air. Tuesdays, we do this neat call, and then sometimes we pop a call in after our longer interview on Thursdays. If you have a financial question, just email us, askjill@jillonmoney.com. Askjill@jillonmoney.com. That is what Jackie did. She is calling from New York. Hello, Jackie. What can I do for you?
Hi, Jill. Thanks so much for taking my call. I just need a little help deciding what would be the next best steps towards my retirement savings.
Okay.
I've got a pretty significant amount of money to send a savings account that's not doing anything, so I'm not sure what I should do to possibly make some money for myself.
Okay. First of all, how old are you?
39.
39. Okay. And tell us more about yourself. Single, married?
I just got married, actually, very recently. Background is I rent my place, I lease my car, I don't have any debt, I don't have any kids or...
None of those things that cost a lot of money.
Yes.
Over time. Okay. How much do you earn right now, Jackie?
$100,000, plus I usually get a bonus of about $30,000.
Okay, great. Fantastic. Are you and your spouse planning to combine your financial lives, or are you keeping things separate? No judgment here. This is just what you want to do.
I think we're going to keep things separate.
Okay.
That makes most sense.
Okay, great. So you make this $130,000 a year. What are you putting away into retirement?
So I put the max in every year into the tax-deferred 401k I have through Vanguard.
Mm-hmm.
So I have about $100,000 in there now.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
That's great. Okay. What about, got that nice emergency reserve fund floating around? Since you don't have any debt, I want to ask about that.
Sure, yes. So I have about $30,000 in an emergency fund in like a high APY savings account. And then I've got almost $200,000 just in a regular savings account.
Wow. Was that earmarked for anything, or was that just because you're a really good saver?
I just was saving, and one day I woke up and I realized I had a lot of money sitting in a savings account, and I figured I really should be doing something with this, make my money work for me, as they say.
What a lovely surprise. I woke up one morning and look what I had done. This is fantastic. Okay, so you said you rent. Are you planning anything in the future leading you towards purchasing? In other words, what I'm trying to figure out is, of this 200, is there any part of that money that we should sort of keep in mind that this is either short or intermediate term money? Meaning, you think you might need this within the next few years?
Yes. So long-term goal is I'm possibly thinking within the next, 5 years or so, is maybe moving to the Midwest. And then I would want to purchase a home, a modest home at that time.
I got you. If that were the case, and within 5 years, of the $200,000, what portion of that do you think you would need to allocate to have either a home down payment, moving costs, just, lump sum that? If you did it today, what do you think you would need?
If I had to guess, I would say $75,000, maybe $60,000.
Okay. Somewhere. So 75 sounds good to me. That's fine. So of that savings, what I think does make sense is maybe we look at the $75,000 and we make that your intermediate term fund. Just one more question about that intermediate term fund. Is that a goal like that's going to happen, or gosh, maybe it would happen? Like, you really want to make that happen? I guess that's the question.
I think so. I just need to figure out the timing.
Okay, got it. Let's peel off $75,000 and say, what can we do with that? We can make that into a CD ladder. We can say, let's take $75,000, let's put $25,000 into a 2-year CD, and $25,000 into a 3 or 4 year CD, and $25,000 into a 5-year CD, so that it's earning some interest. You don't have to worry about it. It's clicking along. When the first one comes due, you reassess. Are we really going to do this in the next couple of years, right? And you can shorten up that term based on the realistic expectation that you'll need the money. So it may be that you say, you know what? I want to reassess in 3 years. Like, there's no way we're leaving within 3 years, so let's do a 1, 2, 3 year CD. Fine. Or put it all on a 3-year CD. I don't care. That's sort of the safe, sacrosanct money that would be needed. And that I don't think you should be putting at risk. But the other $125,000, let's go. I mean, you have done a phenomenal job of saving. And so the question now becomes, what else can you do? So are you comfortable with the Vanguard investing environment? You've got it for your 401k. Do you use index funds? You feel comfortable doing this yourself?
No, not really. I mean, so, I'm just putting into the tax deferred.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know if, because I'm in such a high tax bracket, if I should just keep doing that and then contribute to the Roth later, maybe.
Well, you're not in that high a tax bracket. I mean,
Okay.
she says, because I don't have to pay your taxes. I mean, let's look at last year. Were you married last year? Were you married for 2018 or just in 2019?
No, just this year.
All right, so let's just look at last year. 2018, your top marginal bracket was 24%. That's not bad. What's the husband make, just out of curiosity?
He's lower than I am.
Together, what would you ballpark this? Are you like 200? Are you more than 300 grand together?
No.
Okay. So you will stay in the 24% tax bracket because the tax bracket at 24% is massive. I think you're fine. You're being in the 24% tax bracket, making $250,000, $300,000 a year. That's a good number. So in that case, I might even say, I don't know if when you move to the Midwest, you'll make more or less or the same. But if you think you're going to be making a lot more money in the future, then you might want to consider a Roth. I would even consider a Roth right now for you because, frankly, 24% ain't a really high number. I think that rates are going up. So I think I would actually, given your age, put some money in the Roth if I can qualify. Okay. But otherwise, if you can't, that's okay too. Brokerage account is fine. But what I would suggest is if you don't want to do it yourself, there are these online services that can help you out. One of them is actually at Vanguard. Vanguard has a very good service, which is basically an online investment advisor. Betterment, they're the ones that used to actually underwrite my podcast, no longer. That's a good online platform. Wealthfront is a good one. Personal Capital. So these are all really good ones. But I would use the one from Vanguard, frankly, just because you have Vanguard and you're used to it and you fill out a risk assessment and all that stuff. It does it for you. And that to me is a really smart way to handle that $200,000.
Okay.
The only thing that I would just say is that if you can do a Roth and you can maybe put a Roth in for last year, for sure you can. So you can open up a Roth for last year. And then if you could then make your contribution for this year right away, that's good too. So, $5,500 for last year, $6,000 for 2019. I don't know. It depends if you can use a Roth for this year. You'll have to ask your accountant whether your combined income with your doubled of standard deductions, whether that makes sense or not. That's a long way of saying this, Jackie. You've done an amazing job. Congratulations. I give you 5 bells. 2, the money you think you might need for the house, we're probably just going to put it in a laddered CD at whatever interval you think is kind of comfortable for you to reassess the situation. So again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, whatever. Number 3, you are going to take $125,000 of that savings and first maybe open up a Roth IRA for last year, which I think you will definitely do. See if when you talk to your accountant whether you're going to file jointly, and if you file jointly, whether you could open a Roth for 2019. If not, no big deal. Take whatever's left and open up a brokerage account with Vanguard and use their online platform. And from there, just keep socking money away. I mean, you are in great shape.
One quick question.
Sure.
So for my 401k, I have it just pulled right into the tax deferred. Should I start pushing it into the Roth instead?
I would, actually. I would use the Roth. I really would. And then you don't really have to worry. Yeah, because I think you're going to end up being happy to have some money that's been tax deferred and some money that's you've paid tax already. I just think 24% is a pretty low tax bracket either way. So in that case, if you're going to start using the Roth, then what I would definitely do is not worry too much about making a Roth IRA contribution and invest all of this as a brokerage.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Excellent. Go forth, make a lot of money, and don't screw it up. That's easy, right?
Yes.
Thank you so much for calling.
Very good. Thanks so much for taking my call.
Of course. Take care. Bye-bye.
That's it for the bonus call of the week. If you'd like to get on the air with us, just send us an email. Ask Jill at JillOnMoney.com. We'll arrange to get you on. Talk to you next time.